Do you think it's okay for guys to cry?
No. If we as females are allowed to feel that way, a guy can too.
As a man, you shouldn't cry.
I think it's a good thing.
Actually makes him stronger because he's actually feeling them and showing that that is how he feels.
It takes time away from working through the situation.
I think it's sweet. If you're vulnerable, that's a good thing.
If you die inside, just do some push-ups and you'll be fine.
Think about it, it's South Africa. We don't have water. So now you want to go and steal all our water. You're already stealing like the wage gap.
It kind of makes you feel as if you're this character that has all these roles but is never expected to have emotions.
Get over yourself.
I cry sometimes.
It's not productive.
It's such a good release of emotions. Like you feel better afterwards.
I go cry by myself in my home.
You're gonna be someone's pillar of strength. If you're sitting there, you cry in your room, you're sleeping, waking up and you cry again, bro. Like
It's up to our generation to redefine what being a man is.
Is it okay for men to cry?
Yes, without hesitation.
No. I don't see a problem with it.
Yeah, no, I think so.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
no.
Hell no.
Nah.
No.
Have you ever cried in front of a girl before? If it's okay, then why not?
I don't personally cry in front of anyone. I go cry by myself
Okay.
in my home, you know.
Why is that?
Yeah, I couldn't tell you, man. Like, I just feel better at home in my bed, you know.
Are you not concerned about how you be perceived?
Yeah, it's that. It's probably that. Whenever I cry in front of people, I feel like they're looking at me like this guy's like
So,
weak or something.
so according to what you're saying, you feel like crying makes you feel or be perceived as weak and less of a man to some capacity. Would you agree with that statement?
In front of other people, yes.
In general, no.
Not really.
But if it was good, why would you hide it? If you genuinely feel like it's a good thing to cry, why is it circumstantial?
It's personally just how I feel. I don't think it's really circumstantial for everyone.
Okay.
I mean, like, if you wanted to cry in front of me, I wouldn't mind. But if I cry in, like, front of other people, it's like...
It is subjective to you, but then there's a reason to why you have that worldview. So my question is, why do you have that worldview? And if you think you should only cry alone, because I think a lot of people cry alone, then you don't really think crying is okay. Because you're like, if I cry right now, subconsciously, because you will not do it in public, you probably see me like, oh, nah, what a pussy.
That's a good argument.
It's a solid argument.
If you were dating someone, you just met them and were going through some sort of hardship, they immediately started crying, would you not per se perceive them in a different light?
No, well, I would just think like I think it's sweet. Like if you're vulnerable, that's a good thing. Like I would rather that than you completely hide your emotions from me, and then I kind of feel like you're just not opening up to me.
As a man, you should bottle it up. You should like not embrace your emotion, because like that's like one of the characteristics like that you should have as a man.
Has your man ever cried in front of you?
Yes,
Did you feel closer to him?
I did.
Really?
I did, yeah. I mean, the situation was hectic, but yes.
Yeah. What about people that share the sentiment that like, if I cry in front of my girl, she'll perceive me as weak, especially depending on the situation. I'm not stoic. I'm not, all the masculine traits which girls find desirable is under the brackets of like, you need to have emotion regulation, you need to be tough, you need to have tenacity, etc.
I think that there's a time and place for that for everyone.
Okay.
But you can't be like that your whole life.
As a man, you need to show that you are stoic and strong to not only women, but people around you in general. So you can be seen as a provider and all that stuff. So yeah, I think you shouldn't, as a man, you shouldn't cry.
Any situation you shouldn't cry?
Yeah.
At all?
Yeah.
Even if you're dying inside?
If you die inside, just do some push-ups and you'll be fine.
I feel like with men, there's so much toxic masculinity and this vision that men have to be a specific way and that they have to be strong all the time. And we all are human beings.
Crying, it's something that people do as a physiological response to emotional shit, right? But it takes time away from working through the situation. It's not productive. If you're going through some shit, get the over it. You get me?
Have you ever heard the saying, tigers don't cry?
No, I have never. But cool.
I think that there's a time and place for that for everyone.
Okay.
But you can't be like that your whole life. You can't keep that shit in your whole life. We'll have a breaking point and you will lose it at some point.
I feel like it should be okay to cry. It's frowned upon if a guy cries.
You ever cried in front of your girl?
Yeah, I've cried in front of my girl because, like, you know, sometimes life can be hard, whatever. It is what it is.
I feel like I can connect to you better if you are vulnerable in front of me and we can talk about things in a deeper sense.
Nah, I think also from a stoic point of view, like with him, if you have no influence over you and now it's done, you can't do anything, and now you're gonna waste your own time over being productive, you know, fuck it, we ball.
Facts! I have cried in front of a partner.
Do you feel like she perceived you in a different light afterwards?
I think that it made me seem more of a human. You introduce that emotional factor. You know, like you're not just like this individual that's meant to like provide all the needs.
You're a real person.
Exactly, yeah. You provide not just this person that provides all the needs, but also like you're this emotional character, and you know, like you also have these like trials and tribulations that you go through. So like I think it's just important to display that, and people just like know around you that like, you know, you are a person and you do have emotions.
Crying is not going to help. Like it's not going to get the thing over with. It's literally not going to help you at all. But sometimes it is a good relief, as like releases serotonin and stuff like that. So it just literally helps as a relief. But like over long periods of time, you need to find a healthier coping mechanism.
You feel that as a man you shouldn't cry, like if your mom dies, like
No way, it's my boy. Ain't no way.
like if your mom dies, you gotta suck that shit up and like be strong, like for your family, so you can, you know,
You have to be a pillar of support.
exactly.
Yeah, how are you gonna be someone's pillar of strength if you're sitting there, you cry in your room, you're sleeping, waking up and you cry again, bro? Like,
I think men who like bottle up their feelings, that's weird. Like, why are you doing that? Like, it's 2023. You have a problem, deal with it.
I feel everyone is different. And personally, I feel like if you cry in front of me and if you show me that you can have these emotions out with your partner, it's such a strength, to be honest. I feel like I'm more connected to you physically, emotionally, and it's like you're not hiding anything from me. It's not a facade. So I don't think anything in a relationship should ever be looked at like that, where you have to constantly hide your emotions and be this type of different person.
Express how you feel what you feel, and be honest about it, basically. Cool, thank you guys for your time.
Thank you.